Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Battle Stadium Singles video, here on iStarly TV. This is part of my Road to Master series where I try to climb the online ranked Battle Stadium Singles ladder. So today's video, I am continuing with the team that I featured in my last video. This is my Ursaluna team, but mainly I'm using kind of that lead Dragapult with Will-O-Wisp and Thunderwave and Hex to kind of support my other Pokemon and kind of help neutralize strong Pokemon on the opponent's team so that my Pokemon can come in and kind of finish the game. So we're gonna see, hopefully we can feature more like Ursaluna this game or this video, because I think Ursaluna is awesome and it's actually really strong right now. And I don't think I really got to feature it in the last video, so let's get to some games. If you are interested in more information about the team, you can check out the last video. I will post a link to that in the description or at the end of this video, so you can go ahead and watch that, where I do a much more in-depth discussion about the team. So let's get to those games. Game number one here. My opponent's team is very purple. The first thing that stood out to me was that Rabsca, I think it's called, or Relor, I forgot which one is which, but the kind of Scarab one that's in the middle there, it's a Psychic and Bug type. I can confidently say I don't think I've ever battled that Pokemon in all of my time playing Battle Stadium Singles in Scarlet and Violet. So cool stuff for my opponent, you know, kudos to them. I think Ursaluna looks pretty good here, though they do have the Basculegion, which is a water type. They also have Urshifu, which is pretty scary against Ursaluna. I kind of feel like Urshifu is a big reason why Ursaluna is maybe not quite as dominant. I think Ursaluna is good, but it's obviously weak to water and fighting, both of which Urshifu has. Poltergeist, or rather Dragapult, looks solid here as well. Tinkaton is one thing that I find a little potentially annoying, because they can sometimes run like Thunder Wave and stuff like that. But do I just lead with Dragapult? Or do I be weird and lead with Ursaluna? I don't know, actually. And honestly, I think I'm going to bring Gyarados here just because I don't really know what else to bring and I'm running out of time. Intimidate is nice against Urshifu and Basculegion, and my typing is nice against those Pokemon as well. My typing is also pretty nice against Pokemon like Heatran. So basically Gyarados just looks like it has a pretty good typing in this matchup overall. So my opponent's got the orange little jumpsuit, whatever you want to call it, the orange jumpsuit apparatus. So I lead Dragapult. They do lead Tinkaton, which I kind of expected. I know that I don't really run a risk of them knocking me out. However, they are likely to get up Stealth Rock, but also, like I said, I don't want to switch. I don't know, Tinkaton's a tough one because it is pretty tanky. Like, it has a pretty good special defense stat, and then the moves that it gets access to are pretty annoying. Like, Gigaton Hammer is really strong, but honestly, Tinkaton in Battle Stadium Singles typically doesn't even run Gigaton Hammer. They usually run like Stealth Rock, Thunder Wave, I don't know, maybe Knockoff sometimes, maybe Encore. Yeah, they're just more there to set up rocks and just be annoying. So we're gonna Hex here, which will do double damage because they are burned. This should do decent damage, even though, like I said, they have, well, that actually does not do decent damage. It does a lot less damage than I wanted. And then they have a red card, which is actually very annoying here. So okay, cool, this is perfect. Yeah, this is great because I am immune to Thunder Wave and I take little damage from rocks. It is annoying because, you know, we have Gyarados in the back who is weak to rocks, and we have Dragapult who has Focus Sash, which is now obsolete. So, you know, these Stealth Rocks are very annoying here. And that's definitely something my team should be more aware of, is how to deal with Stealth Rock. But anyway, if I click Earth Power, they actually don't have a switch unless they have Air Balloon on their Heatran, but they actually go for Knockoff, which does just about no damage at all because they're burned, and we're able to knock them out with the Earth Power. And that's good for me. I mean, it puts me in a slight advantage here. We do no longer have our Assault Vest, so if they go into a special attacker here, notably Flutter Mane, we are in a little bit of trouble. But they actually go into Basculegion here. I could Terra, which removes my water type weakness. I wonder if they're gonna click Wave Crash. Huh. I actually think I'm just gonna stay in and click Blood Moon. They're likely to kill me, but I also don't want to waste the Terra. Huh. I don't know, actually. This is actually kind of rough. Because I would like to terrestrialize Gyarados, but at the same time, even if I don't terrestrialize Gyarados, I think it actually is okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and Terra and Blood Moon here and really, really hope we live the Wave Crash. Yikes, okay, this is probably really bad. It looks like they're gonna terrestrialize probably into a water type to do extra damage with the Wave Crash. Oh, they're Terra fighting, wow, okay. Well then, with that in mind, then I still do regret terrestrializing here, because if they knock me out, then I just kind of wasted my Terra, obviously, but we're gonna try it. I mean, maybe I should have played smarter here. My thought process was just like, I don't think I need to terrestrialize my Gyarados, so I think I can afford to kind of Terra right here, and if I were to survive a water type move from them, I would probably knock them out right after, so that would be a pretty good position for me to be in. And I actually live! That's insane. Okay, well they're probably dead here. And the cool thing is, whichever Pokemon they... Oh wow, that takes... Never mind, they're absolutely not dead. Alright, well that's awkward. Never mind, forget what I said. And they have Aqua Jet, okay. Huh. Wonder what item they have. Do they have Assault Vest? We know for sure they're not Choice. My little Ursaluna goes down. He looked really sad there, which is definitely really sad. I said he looks really sad, which is really sad. I think I can go into Gyarados and Dragon Dance, because they're not going to have any moves that are super effective against me, and I get off an Intimidate here, which will lower their damage. And this will help me, obviously, in the long run for whatever they go into afterwards. So I think I can just afford to do this, and now that they are no longer a water type, we can go for Waterfall against them to do a lot of damage. They go into Urshifu, though. And it is water. Okay, water Urshifu. So if I had my Terra in the back here, that would actually be great for me, but unfortunately I do not. So I'm going to have to just go Earthquake here. Now, I should be faster than them unless they are choiced. So I'm just going to click Earthquake. I mean, this is a rough situation. We could very well lose this battle, but I think if I do enough damage with Earthquake here... Sorry if you heard my notification. If I do enough damage with Earthquake here, then... Oh, they're faster, so they're choiced? But I live this. Why did they click Surging Strikes? They know my last Pokemon is Dragapult, unless they don't have any other moves to go for. Because the cool thing is both of my last two Pokemon just don't care about water or fighting moves. We get our Citrus Berry here as well. Knowing that they are Choice Scarfed, this is really bad for them. I think we're in a winning position now because we click Earthquake. Even if they don't die, they're locked into Surging Strikes, and because of that, ooh, they take... Wow, what's going on here? This is a weird battle. Do I have EVs on my Gyarados? That did such little damage. What is going on? I mean, it is Earthquake, which is not super strong, but I could Dragon Dance here, but I think I might as well just Earthquake. I mean, the main goal, like I said, is for... Actually, this is kind of rough. I might lose now. It's possible I lose. Let's see. Because now... If we... Now it's likely that they outspeed Dragapult. Which means... Is there any chance I live? I actually didn't pay attention to how much damage that did exactly. I'm gonna Earthquake. If we die here, then they're gonna be faster than... They're probably gonna be faster than Dragapult. Actually, we might live, which is perfect. Okay, that's good. Oof, we barely live. Thank you so much for that HP investment that I have in my Gyarados. I guess Gyarados is not that strong, but I mean, the main reason I brought it... one reason why I brought Gyarados is just because there's so many Ogerpons. And obviously, you know, being a flying type is pretty nice because or going Terra flying against them is pretty nice because they're weak against that. But anyway, it's still possible we lose, but I'm going to click Earthquake. They're going to click Aqua Jet and knock me out, of course. Then we go into Dragapult, and they probably have Last Respects. Now, the big question is, will Hex knock them out? I'm actually going to try to calc it. I don't know if I have time. I'm currently calcing it right now, everyone. I don't know. I'm not paying attention to my screen. Okay, I have time. So if they have max HP, oh wait, I should switch Hex. It's just because I know Draco Meteor will knock them out, but the problem is if I miss, then that's just scary. It looks like, oh wait, I need to click Terra. Huh. I actually think Hex knocks them out. Man, this is scary though. I'm clicking Draco. Draco definitely knocks them out, but I might miss. Okay, cool. We didn't even need to. We wasted time. My opponent's probably like, bro, you have the win. Why are you taking so long? Okay, cool. So we end up winning that one. That was a really tricky one. So Tinkaton, I mean, Tinkaton's just one of those Pokemon that it just goes to show, like, there are Pokemon like that who are just really annoying. Like, they're hard to kill, and they just kind of do a lot of, not literal damage to your team, but by getting up rocks and like threatening to paralyze stuff, and also with that red card, like they just kind of like wreak a lot of havoc on your team, and they can really set you back. Like if they had paralyzed my Gyarados instead, this would be a very, very different battle. So cool thing is we won that game, and we did also get to show off some Ursaluna power. That Blood Moon move is so cool looking. So let's get to game number 2. Cool team by my opponent. Very, very Hisuian of them. Empoleon is also in Hisui in Legends Arceus, so that counts. And then Gholdengo is the only Pokemon who's not Hisuian. I guess Alolan Ninetales, you can get it in Legends Arceus, so it's kind of Hisuian as well. Do I like Poltergeist? Now, honestly, Arcanine has been a scary Pokemon. Like, I know I featured it in a video, like, a couple seasons ago, but I played against one the other day, and it just destroyed me. It just did so much damage. And of course we cannot burn that. I'm kind of tempted to lead Dragapult. I feel like they're probably going to lead with Empoleon. And Empoleon can actually be pretty annoying because it can get up Stealth Rock and it can yawn. But I think I lead Dragapult here because it's pretty solid against everything they have. I do think I like Ursaluna, although we're going to be scared of that. We're going to be scared of that Arcanine. And once again, I don't like Stealth Rock. I'm actually bringing the same exact 3 Pokemon as last game, but we definitely do not like Stealth Rock here again. If they lead with Ninetales, which is another pretty likely scenario, I'm just gonna have to hope for the best. I'm probably gonna have to like paralyze them and then go for Hex or something like that. They do lead Ninetales, which is a pretty shiny, by the way. They have a cool Love Ball on that one. So they're probably just going to get up Veil right away. Unfortunately, because of Veil, I'm going to do a lot less damage to them. Of course, they are Fairy type, so I cannot Draco Meteor. I could Hex just to get off some good damage early, but then I don't think I 2-hit KO because I probably do not 2-hit KO because of the Veil. I could Thunder Wave with hopes that they get fully paralyzed. Huh. I highly, highly doubt Hex does like a ton of damage to them. I'm gonna Thunder Wave, I don't know. Just kind of playing into some potential hacks here, which is never like the cool thing to do, but you know, we're just kind of doing our best here. Oh, I thought that meant it was fully paralyzed. Yeah, they get up the Veil, which is pretty annoying because that's gonna increase the tankiness of their whole team. Alolan Ninetales I think is actually pretty good. I think it's actually kind of up there in usage the last I saw, because it just kind of like buffs your whole team. Like you get up double screens with just a single move. Wow, that is a lot. Honestly, well, no, that's fine. No special defense drop, which means this Hex will knock them out, which still puts us in a pretty good position. Wow, they actually switch. Well, whatever they go into here is going to take little damage from the Hex because once again, they have the Veil up. So yeah, this is pretty rough. They go into Goodra. That does okay damage. They have leftovers, which is pretty annoying. I could burn them to kind of nullify that, or I could just Draco Meteor just to get off as much damage as possible before I go down. Huh. I probably do that, because then that makes my... Well, they could Terra Fairy. Okay, they don't. Oh, but I miss. Oh, come on. That's really, really rough. Because my plan was to go for that, and then I could go into Ursaluna. Yeah, this is annoying. I could go into Ursaluna and like with the damage from Draco Meteor, I could potentially knock them out with Earth Power, but now that's a different story. Okay, I wish I could look at their team. I think I'm going Ursaluna. If I could look at their team right now though, I could kind of plan for what I would do with Gyarados, but since I didn't look at it before, I have to kind of take a look now. I still think Gyarados is pretty solid against them. But the big question is, do I want to Terrastalize it? And honestly, I don't think I do. I don't think I need to, which means I can go ahead and Terrastalize here. And we will take very little damage from their Goodra now because we are Assault Vest. So yeah, we're just not really worried about what their Goodra could do. Does it get Focus Blast? I don't know that it does, but if they have Focus Blast, I don't think I'm that worried about that either. But yeah, we're going to Terrastalize here. And then get off a lot of damage with the Earth Power. They are faster, and they do go Body Press, which actually does a lot of damage. And in all honesty, I was not really expecting that. So, yikes, this puts us in a pretty rough spot. I could switch into Gyarados here. Man, that's actually really annoying. This Aurora Veil. I think they have 2 more turns of it. Oops. 3 more turns. That is way too many. I'm going to go into Gyarados. This might be wrong, but Gyarados is also pretty good. I mean, watch. With my luck, they're going to have Thunderbolt. I mean, you can't, like, plan for everything, right? They go Body Press. It'll do nothing. Oh, they're going to Terrastalize now. Imagine they predicted this and went Thunderbolt. All right, I don't know what they're going to do here. Yeah, Goodra is really tough. It's really tanky if you kind of... catch it in the right light, I guess. Terra Flying, okay. They go Body Press. Does something. Huh. Sorry about that notification. I'm gonna Dragon Dance. I mean, I'm here. Like, what else can I do, right? If they have Thunderbolt, then whatever. We know they have. Okay, they switch. We know they have Body Press, they have Ice Beam. I think that's all we've seen from them. They go Gholdengo, which very well could be choiced, but I still feel like I'm okay against Gholdengo because Gyarados is like somewhat bulky, like naturally bulky on the special side. So we do have Earthquake, and they did already Terrastalize, so we actually are not afraid of them Terrastalizing. So if we can knock them out, well, I don't think we will knock them out. Oh, we do! I'll take it. Yes, we got a crit. Hey, that makes up for the Draco Meteor miss earlier, so we're good here. Yeah, so, and now Aurora Veil wears off. This is actually great for us. This is turning into a great sequence, because if they go into Ninetales here, we're going to be faster, and we're going to be able to potentially knock them out. Potentially. Well, actually, here's the thing. Snow or Hail in 9th Gen now does not do residual damage like Sand, like it used to. Instead, what it does is it boosts the defense of Ice types. So they actually have boosted defense, so they could survive this, though they are paralyzed. Okay, it just doesn't matter. Yikes, we get a critical hit. That critical hit, actually, I'm not sure it did matter. Honestly, we're not sure that mattered. So this battle is just snowballing in our favor, no pun intended. We did have Waterfall, which has a chance for them to flinch, and they were fully paralyzed. And we were at +1, so what I'm getting at is like there's a chance that critical hit did not matter. But of course, you know, we're getting crit after crit. That's probably rough for my opponent to withstand. Shelter, what? Are you serious? All right, this is gonna be annoying. I mean, all we can do, they have leftovers, which is definitely annoying. All we can do is just spam Waterfall, do as much damage as possible until they knock us out, and then go into Ursaluna and hopefully knock them out with Blood Moon. So luckily for me, they're not just spamming Shelter. However, the funny thing is, like, somewhat unluckily, we don't take a lot of damage from that because we actually kind of want our Gyarados to faint now before they can get to like +6. Although at the same time, their only form of recovery is leftovers, so look, thankfully they just went for Ice Beam. If they had been spamming Shelter here, I think that's actually potentially better for them because like we would be doing a lot less damage with our Waterfalls, but I guess they figure like we could also just set up with Dragon Dances, so like I think they figure they're just in a rough spot. So we got 2 crits that battle, but again, we also got a miss on Draco Meteor. And with the Ninetales, I could calc it, I guess. I'm actually gonna do that, even though I really don't think that mattered. Sorry if you can hear my typing. That's kind of funny. What do we do here? Oh, I have to remember how many I don't know. I don't remember how many attack EVs I have in Gyarados, which is kind of awkward. But we get the win there, which is awesome. 9 Tails, Alola. Level 50. With Hail. Yeah, so we got that game. Good game. Where's the Hail? Waterfall. Oh, I was also at +1. And we were in Snow. Okay. Okay, yeah, Waterfall, no matter what, even if we had 0 attack investment at +1 attack, we would still, actually, you know, I was jolly. I don't think it mattered though. Basically, my point is I do not think the critical hit against Ninetales mattered. Yeah, we still would have knocked them out. So cool stuff. So we got another win there, and that was a rough battle. You see how Goodra is just, it's a really good Pokemon. Like, it's just so tanky, and if you choose the right Terra type, it can be really, really difficult to kill. Also, it has access to so many different moves that you can kind of pick and choose how you want your Goodra to be, and it can you can kind of let it fill almost any like defensive role on your team. It's just so good. So luckily things went in our favor in that battle. That switch to Gholdengo was, you know, rough for my opponent because yeah. And anyways, good stuff. We got another win there, and we got to show off Gyarados and Ursaluna again, which is awesome. Let's go to game 3. Ooh, they have a Spathra, and they have Corviknight. Corviknight's really scary. I know I have Corviknight myself, but I actually don't really have anything. I just don't really have anything to take down a Corviknight. This is rough. Yeah, we're gonna have to be aware of that. Maybe if I can burn it and then hex it with Dragapult, but they also have a Spathra, which I'm not happy to see. One upside here is my opponent does not have Stealth Rock. I think Corviknight might get Stealth Rock, but do they lead with Corviknight? I kind of feel like they're going to lead a Spathra, right? So I want to bring Dragapult, but I don't want to bring it early. Also, I think Ursaluna's pretty solid here as well, so I do want to bring that. It hits a lot of things pretty hard. You know, it hates Corviknight, but aside from that, I think Ursaluna looks pretty nice. And then the question from there is, I think, actually all 3 of these are decent. They do have a lot of ghost types though, which I really do not like in the face of my Corviknight. But aside from that, like their physical attackers really hate Corviknight as well. So if they were to bring Dragonite, okay, we're running out of time here. I said I don't want to lead. I'm gonna lead Dragonite, I don't know. I just feel like Dragonite, my own Dragonite, is a little bit more reliable than Corviknight, because with Corviknight, it's amazing against their physical attackers. Like against Chien-Pao and Dragonite, it can win 1v1 easily. But if they have like Flutter Mane or even Gholdengo, it can be really difficult unless we get up a lot of boosts, which is really scary. And they do lead with Espathra, which is not super surprising. Espathra is pretty rough though. I definitely do not want to Terrasilize right away, right? Thing is, we don't really care about Terrasilizing our Dragapult, and Ursaluna, you know, the only Pokemon that I would care to really Terrasilize Ursaluna against is Chien-Pao. I'm pretty sure my opponent's just going to go ahead and go for the Lumina Crash. I'm just going to start with an Earthquake. I mean, I feel like if I go for Dragon Dance and they go Lumina Crash, that just kind of puts me in a really awkward situation. So I just want to get off as much damage as possible turn 1. We are Adamant Max Attack, so this should do okay damage, and it does. So now the thing is, if we can survive a second Lumina Crash, which I think is pretty likely, we can pick it off. We can threaten to pick it off with extreme speed. So this kind of puts them in a little bit of a rough spot. Worst case scenario though is they go into their Corviknight. I'm pretty sure I do live a second. I know I'm like, I shouldn't be super doubtful that I'll live a second Lumina. Ooh, they have Dazzling Gleam. Oh, yikes. We do live though. That's perfect. That's actually just straight up perfect here because, again, I think, nah, never mind. Damn it. I mean, darn it. Hopefully I remember to edit that out, because now I'm not sure that we knock them out. And honestly, I think we need to try. Oh, this could be so bad. If we don't knock them out here, this could be really, really bad. But I just need, like, I just need all the help I can get. Like, if I can knock them out here, it's perfect. Even though I've wasted my Terra and I'm really low on HP, I still think that puts me in a really good spot because we stopped them from baton passing. If they survive, I mean, they're going to be at like +3. Yeah, perfect. Okay. I think we needed to do that. I don't know if we needed to do that. Like, Espathra is not super scary, but like I was saying, if they can baton pass those speed boosts to something else, it just makes it so much harder to take that thing down, and whatever thing they pass it to becomes a huge threat. So I kind of felt like that was my option right there. Now we are at -2 special defense still. So if they go into a special attacker, I mean, of course, if they go into Fluttermane, there's no chance. Yeah, I was thinking Gholdengo though. Do they go Make It Rain? Huh. I'm just gonna Earthquake. If they Make It Rain, that's actually great. They Trick. Wow. So they're giving us another chance at damage on them. I think they thought I would switch or roost or something, but hey, I'll take this. This is actually really funny because we're gonna get a ton of damage on Gholdengo now. Yeah, I mean, that's just fantastic. I mean, I guess they could have Recover, but if they Recover here, we're still gonna do a ton of damage with Earthquake again, so kind of feel like they should not go for Recover here, which means that they're forced to knock us out. They have Thunderbolt, wow. So we're in a pretty good spot now. We did waste our Terra. I don't want to say we wasted it. We did use our Terra already. But I think I can... What do we do here? I think I kind of feel like if we go into Dragapult, they're gonna just Terrastalize. The question is, what is their Terra type? But if we go into Ursaluna, they're faster, which I don't like. So yeah, I'm just gonna go into Dragapult here, and if they do not Terra, they are dead. I think that makes it a lot more likely that they're going to Terra, but even if they Terra into something like Flying or something like that, we're still gonna do a lot of damage to them. So, and they switch, which means whatever they switch into is gonna take a lot of damage from Hex. Maybe not a lot. Wow, are you serious? I'm really happy about that, and their booster energy. Maybe they'll Terrastalize Fluttermane. Imagine their Terra Ground. I feel like I've been seeing a lot more Terra Ground Fluttermanes. Why would you switch your Ghost type into another Ghost type? I feel like they're gonna Terra here, right? I'm gonna Thunder Wave. Okay, so they know we have Hex, which means they're probably gonna be pretty certain that we have a status move like either Will-O-Wisp and or Thunder Wave, which of course we do have. So all right, well, I mean, just like that, I think we're in the driver's seat now, because like, if they Terrastalize, we're still gonna be faster, and unless they're Terra Normal, they're gonna take a lot of damage from Hex, and if they don't Terrastalize, they're absolutely dead. Wow, okay, and now we're just in a fantastic spot, because even if they Terra right here with Gholdengo, they knock out Dragapult, we can go into Ursaluna and they will be Terrastalized. And I can't really think of a Terra type that's going to be super threatening for Ursaluna. And then at that point, we can just go for whichever move is best against them. Like if they're Terra Flying, we just go for Blood Moon. If they're Terra Steel, we go for Earth Power, right? Like, so we just have a lot of great options with Ursaluna. Plus Ursaluna's Assault Vest, which means it's already well positioned against... Oh, they are Terra Normal. Interesting, okay. But Ursaluna is well positioned against special attackers already. So if they Nasty Plot here, they also lose because we could just follow up with Draco Meteor. They Shadow Ball. Okay, this is fine. Yeah. And again, I am Assault Vest on Ursaluna, so we're naturally primed against these types of Pokemon. We know they have Thunderbolt, we know they have Trick, they have Shadow Ball, and I'm pretty sure, I mean, I don't think you ever run Gholdengo without running Make It Rain, so I think they're just 4 moves here with Trick. So I think we get this game here. So it's awesome that we get to show off the Ursaluna finishing this game, because again, last video we didn't really get to show it off too much, and now it was in every game and it actually did a lot of work here. So they're faster. I should live this, yeah, especially with that Assault Vest. And now we're just guaranteed to live another one, although, you know, the funny thing is I wasn't really thinking about the fact that they were going to be faster than me. I mean, obviously, I think we still had the win no matter what, but I wasn't thinking about them being faster than me. I was like expecting me to be faster, even though... like, I don't know why I was thinking that, because if I know their stats, which I do, I know for a fact Gholdengo's faster. But anyways, we get the win there with Ursaluna. I could have just gone Vacuum Wave there and probably knocked them out all the same, but yeah, Ursaluna's awesome. Blood Moon Ursaluna is very good. I think the best sets right now are going to be Assault Vest, because it already has really good defense and pretty good HP, so you know, you already have some good natural bulk, and just adding to the ability to take special hits better is great, because it's just so slow that almost everything, like all the best Pokemon in the meta are going to be outspeeding you. So you don't really care about speed, although you can. Calm Mind is also very good on it as well, because you can set up and obviously do a lot of damage and stuff like that. And so yeah, there we go. We got 3 wins today. So last video, I think we got 2 losses, so it's nice to balance that out. Got to show off Ursaluna, got to show off Gyarados, got to show off Gyarados, who I actually think is in a pretty good spot in the meta right now. With Intimidate, it's got good bulk. If you invest in it in certain ways, it's pretty good. And with Ogerpon being one of the best Pokemon, especially Fire Ogerpon, I like Gyarados' typing because you can Intimidate Ogerpon, and then you resist the Fire Ivy Cudgel, and you resist... Actually, you don't resist Horn Leech, but if you go Terra Flying, you do. So I don't know, that can be cool. And then if you can set up a Dragon Dance or 2 and then go Terra Flying, you could knock out Ogerpons. So I know getting up Dragon Dances is a little iffy, but again, that's kind of why I'm running this Dragapult set, because you can weaken enemies with Will-O-Wisp or Thunder Wave, and then once Dragapult faints, you can go into your setup Pokemon like this and set up a little more easily. So that is the team. That was a very fun video with these battles. And let me know what you thought about it in the comments. If you want to try it out, we have the team code at the beginning of the video. I also have a Pokepaste in the description with all of the EV spreads if you want to check that out. Because some of these EV spreads are calculated to kind of outspeed certain things after like a Dragon Dance, for example. So it's pretty fun. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Please do leave a like and subscribe for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet videos. It really helps me out. And I appreciate all of the support. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for watching.